The other day I'm listening to the Mark Levin show and he's talking about collusion and the fact that Obama is going to investigate the collusion in the escalating gas prices. Now I have to admit I was laughing my ass off during that whole segment. I really was, because when I was thinking about collusion I wasn't thinking about gas prices. I was back thinking about how the mainstream and conservative media have colluded together in keeping the fact that Obama's eligibility a secret. Well, it's really not a secret. It's the best well-known secret that Obama is not. Sorry, it's not happening. He's just not constitutionally eligible. Yeah, you heard me right. He's an unconstitutional, undocumented community organizer. Yeah, he really is a Kenyan import. No, I'm sent an article by Carrie. Carrie says, hey, look at this article. I'm checking it out. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding. Obama's lawyers have to admit in court that document that he delivered on April 27, 2012 was a fraudulent document. Yes, an absolute forgery. And such a bad forgery that they asked the judge to throw it out of court, and he obliged. But your liberal media and your conservative media aren't reporting this story to you. No, they're not. See, that's why the tagline that I came up with over 4 years ago applies to moi. After I said again, I'll go report to you the news that your mainstream media and your conservative media just won't report to you. No, I've never been under the delusion that they were ever going to remove this man from office. Why? Because we have race pimps out there. Yes, race baiters, and we have class warfare propagandists, mostly in the political spectrum, Democrat and Republican alike. That's why Romney runs like that, yes, because he uses class warfare. Why? Because he's a socialist. To sit there and say that he's a constitutionalist has to be a flat-out lie. To sit there and say that this guy is the up-and-coming conservative, that's a flat-out lie. He's part of the freaking establishment. But this isn't really about Romney. This is about Obama and his ineligibility to be the president of the United States, and the fact that your conservative media is colluding together with the liberal media to keep this absolutely quiet. But we all know it's the best well-known secret. And they have to keep it quiet. They really do have to keep it quiet. Because they need sponsors. They need sponsors for their radio shows. Then they need you to help promote their radio shows. Then they need you to go out and buy the products that these radio shows and TV shows promote. Yes, they need viewers. And if they talk about the fact that our Kenyan import is in fact ineligible to be the president of the United States, they lose a certain segment of the population viewing public. You see, this has been a great opportunity for them, and that would be, yeah, I love it, your architects of capitalism, to promote blacks. And what better way to do that than to have, which technically is not even, but promote black president, promote black first family. Next thing you know, you're promoting blacks, and you're helping to get black advertising dollars. Then you're getting a certain segment of the black culture or population to at least watch your shows. All the while, our Constitution is being undermined. All the while, you have 2 Supreme Court justices sitting on a bench to lifetime appointments that are unconstitutionally eligible. You also have Obamacare, a law, unconstitutional. You have a man who's fundamentally transforming this great nation into a third world country, tearing down our overall infrastructure, who's unconstitutionally eligible, while the media, both ends of the spectrum, collude together to keep this quiet. So when I think about the eligibility issue, I not only think about the fact that my kids are losing their rights every single day, and the future that this holds for this great nation, but I think about the fact that our media, conservative spectrum anyways, wants us to trust them. Well, sorry, I don't. I don't trust anybody who would collude with the liberal media, all for a buck. So when they tell you that they're not willing to compromise their principles, even though Mitt Romney may get the Republican nomination, don't kid yourself for one iota. That is a flat-out freaking lie. Because they compromise their principles every time they speak on the mic, knowing that they are colluding with the liberal media and the politicians in this nation to keep an ineligible man in office. That now we're going to have to live under laws. And not only us, but our children and our children's children, that were all created and signed by a man who was ineligible to hold the pen and put it to the paper. I'm Tim Donovan, and I'm on the right. You want to know where I am? Just look to the right. You're going to see me reporting to you what your mainstream media and your conservative media just won't report to you. Here on the right side of Kennebunk.